So I'm here in the Pull Apart in Winston-Salem. This is a junkyard that I come to about once a month and go hunting for parts. I'm a school teacher. My salary is fine. I can live on it just fine, but I can also come to junkyard, which I do enjoy, and find some different parts to flip on eBay and on various sites and make some extra money. And it comes out to where I make about $250 every month selling parts on eBay or different platforms like Facebook Marketplace. So anyway, it's something I do suggest to people. If you're into cars and you're into, I don't know, just walking around and pulling, it's a great way to make a few extra bucks. Again, I really enjoyed coming to the junkyard. What I always tell people is when you look at some of these cars, you're getting a snapshot of that person's life at that moment. You'll find all kinds of interesting, sometimes weird things in a junkyard car, and that just kind of makes it more exciting because you don't know what you're going to find. People like Pull Apart. A lot of these junkyards these days, they have gone digital. They do have websites, and you can check the stock, what they have in inventory before you go. So I do suggest check out websites first. So today, this morning, I wrote down some cars I want to check out. A RAV4, a Matrix. These two here I'll be looking at for steering wheels. I sell a lot of steering wheels online. The Eclipse, there's two I'm gonna check out. One's behind me actually. I get some air vents out of those. The Miata guys will do that as an upgrade for their cars, and they're pretty inexpensive. The CRV, I'm gonna look at these two to see if they have the little table in the back. I did a video about the table in my RAV4. I think it's a really cool thing, and I'll see if I can get one or two more. And these last two, the Impreza and the Nissan Titan, I'm gonna look at those for some very small parts that I actually got the idea off of YouTube from a user named Brandon up in Canada, which I've been chatting with for a little bit now, and he does a lot of flipping up in Canada, and he's got some information that I like to use. So I'm gonna check out these for the first time and see if I can pull some parts, but until then, let's get to this. All right, as mentioned, this is the Mitsubishi Eclipse, and I'm looking for these air vents here. When you open them up, sometimes you can just give them a little pull. Oh, that came right out. Always check to make sure nothing's broken, that it does work. These things cost about $2–3, and yet online I'm selling for $12 to $15 shipped. Usually people are buying more than one, so shipping's not that bad for me, and I can make, you know, a solid $10 profit off this one little guy. Now each of these Mitsubishis will have 4 in them. Sometimes they are hard to get out, so I'll probably stop recording in a second to make sure I get all these out and try not to break them. But again, you got 4 per, so if you can find one of these cars, and they do get hard to get out sometimes, and sometimes the plastic does get brittle, then get one without breaking it, and you can make some pretty decent profit. All right, so I talked about how you will find some weird stuff in a junkyard car. I just came across this Toyota Highlander, and inside was a weave. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you find. Sometimes you're going around the junkyard, you come across something you were not even looking for. I found this old Jag. Looks to be in pretty good shape. It says it's an old XJ series. It just got in the yard about a month ago, and I'm going to try to take off this tail light. Looks to be in good shape. I've already started unscrewing these 4 Phillips head screws, machine screws. There that is. But now I need to figure out how to get this entire assembly out, which looks like it is again some more Phillips head screws. So I'm gonna pop those out. Tail lights run about $20, and I don't know, I have a feeling I can make a few bucks off of this. So I'm gonna take this off and take it home. All right, so we have the 4 screws on the lens, 3 more inside the housing, and I mentioned how I wish there was the other one here because it was missing. I started digging around, and well, it's in here, already taken off, ready to go. The one thing I will add to when removing this, I did have to cut one wire and then unplug the harness. But this was about a 3-4 minute piece to take off. Not hard to do, not time consuming. If I can pay $20 a piece, $40, hopefully I can make at least $25-$30 profit per, which is not a bad deal. Yeah, that's kind of profit margins I'm seeking when pulling stuff. I look for stuff that's kind of older, kind of rare. You know, finding an old Jag like this, you don't find a lot of them. Its owners are going to typically want to keep their stuff in good condition. So this is kind of stuff that I go for. All right, so you have 2 tail lights. Also took the rear 2 corner markers. Now the problem is I gotta carry all this stuff and I'm not done shopping around yet. So one thing to do is start looking around at what's nearby. There's a Corolla down there. There's also something here. Start looking around and seeing if anything has a some kind of a little net inside of it too. And Toyotas are really good for having these. I guess this Subaru has them as well. But if you look for these little nets, these little cargo nets, they come in a lot of cars stock. And here's the other CRV I was going to look at. And it is missing the table. Anyway, look around, see if you can find a net, and then you have an easy way of hauling out all of your loot, all your bounty, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, little tip for you in the junkyard. All right, I'm heading out. The main things I came for today were the Matrix and the RAV4, looking at their steering wheels. If you can find a leather wrapped Corolla S, Matrix, Pontiac Vibe, some RAV4s, they are a popular upgrade for the 2nd generation MR2, which I have and love. And you can get them for fairly cheap in the yard, about $15-$20 for the wheel. And they do flip pretty good at 60 and up. Anyway, I did not find any steering wheels today, which is my main thing that I usually sell. But I got these cool old Jag tail lights and side markers, which Jeremy Clarkson will be very proud of. The Jag. That was a terrible impersonation of him, by the way. Sorry. But when you're out here, just look around, look in cars, see what you find. I mean, you might find something kind of neat. Actually, here's a DC Sports exhaust on a G35. So I kind of wonder if there's something else in this car that is all right, so the engine is gone. Actually, the whole front end is gone. So there's the DC exhaust. I might take a look at it, see what they go for online. I doubt that I'll pick this up today, but you know, just look around. You know, have your list of things you want to check out, but then just look around and check out other things. You never know what you're going to find. I found some really cool stuff before. Not long ago, I got a Racing Beat intake for an RX-8. I've never had an RX-8, but I found this really cool intake. It didn't cost much, maybe $12 or so for the filter. I ended up selling it for $93 shipped. So I made some good money on it. Shipping cost me about $12, $13. So let's say I made $72 profit, which is pretty good. There's a lot of mud up in there. That's odd. But anyway, go to the junkyard. Go to the junkyard, walk around, check things out. Make sure you wear appropriate clothes. Wear something you're not afraid to get dirty. It is kind of messy sometimes. It's super hot right now, and it's been hot for a couple of days. It's not raining a couple of days, so it's really dry, thankfully. That's it. It's still really hot out here. But bring tools. Figure out some basic tools that you want to take. I try to keep it as light as possible. The biggest thing that I bring is my cordless impact. That has saved me so many times from doing too much work, especially on hot days. But bring some basic tools. Look around. happy shopping, happy hunting. Take care. Okay guys, just paid, just got back out of the car. 2 front marker lights, 2 side marker lights, 3 of the Eclipse vents, and the 2 Jag tail lights. And then I also got this really neat Mercedes-Benz roadside tool. It needs to be cleaned up. But anyway, this stuff cost me a whopping $87, $86.44. I think I make all my money back. Honestly, I think I make the $86 back just here. And then this stuff being the peripheral stuff here, just kind of adding to it. Again, go out, do some research, go out, find a junkyard. If you're into cars, it's kind of cool just to walk around. It's kind of neat to see what's out there. It's also neat to kind of find out what is worth money, what is not. All right, again, happy hunting, have fun, and stay hydrated because it gets flipping hot out there.